All right, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to pull up my TikTok chat a different way because for some reason, Live Center is temperamental. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't, so whatever. Okay, let's just double check. Let me tune into the live real quick, make sure I'm live. How's my audio sound? Live Center is temperamental. Okay, I guess my audio is good. Oh, I'm over here stepping on this kit. I'm so used to the camera being so much further back. I'm gonna move it back a little bit. All right, y'all bear with me. I'm still setting up the live, making sure that everything sounds and looks good. Let's see. We look good. Yeah, we look great. All right. I need to adjust the ND filter a little bit more maybe. Nah, I think that's good actually. Let's see, do I look normal? Or whatever, I'm in the sunlight. I'm gonna look hella white, bro. It is what it is. How's that? Perfect. Okay, cool. Is the noise gate okay? Hold on. Cool. Is the noise gate okay? Hold on. All right, the noise gate is indeed okay. All right. How can I pull up my chat is the real question. Hold on. Just bear with me, y'all. All right, whatever. We can't use TikTok Live Studio because it doesn't really work properly. I can't see my chat, bro. Why can't I see my chat? I don't care about watching my live. I just want to see the chat, bro. Theater mode. Orientation. Picture in picture. Full screen. How do you pull up the chat? Bro, I can't seem to get my chat pulled up. Well, well, I appreciate you guys who are on the TikTok. Maybe I'll have to pull it up on my phone. Give me a minute, y'all. I want to see the TikTok chat because you guys are the ones that always drop the most love. So I want to be able to respond to comments and questions as you guys are popping in here. Let me just join on my other, on my car profile. All right, well, I got the live pulled up here on my phone. So if you guys are mentioning anything in the chat, I can see it now. Royalty, thank you for jumping into the live. All right, what I am currently about to work on, just give me a moment here. Let me put my AirPods away now that I know that everything looks and sounds good. So what we're working on is we're working on the 2J teardown. I've already got most of this engine disassembled. I got most of it chilling over here on the park cart, and then I got some more of it torn down right there. And we got to get this crank pulley off. So I have a harmonic balancer puller kit right here. And we're gonna use this to facilitate getting that crank pulley off. But what I have to do is I have to remove this entire crank pulley. So let me go ahead and glove up and let's get started working on this. Would I be down to let you join my live while I work on your shit body? Yeah, man, that's no problem. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest with you though, I don't know if I can approve you because I'm not streaming from my phone. I'm just using my phone for the chat. I'm actually streaming from a full camera setup right now. And I'm actually not even live on TikTok. I'm actually live through Streamlabs. So for reference, I stream to Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube all at the same time from Streamlabs with the multi-stream. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't figured out how to approve people to get them to be able to join in, but I absolutely don't have a problem with that at all. Anyways, thank you guys for joining in. Let me go ahead and pull my stool up. Let's see, are we good in the shot right here? Yeah, we're pretty good in the shot. All right, cool. So what I need to work on getting off today is the crank pulley. so we can get the crank out of this engine. So for those that don't know, I was live last night for about 5 hours doing the teardown, taking off the oil pan. We took off the AC compressor, AC compressor. We took off the girdle, which provides a lot of structural rigidity for the 2J. You can see it right down there. And then the main thing is, like I said, I've got a harmonic balancer puller kit, and I think we have the proper bolts for it. If not, I can dash to Ace Hardware here in a minute and go get them. But we've got the harmonic balancer puller, and then I am just about to clean out these threads to make sure that we can thread some bolts in there. If not, I can go to Ace Hardware and get some custom bolts so we can pull this out. But we're gonna need this bad boy in order to get that harmonic balancer puller, or crank pulley, whatever you want to call it, off. So that's what I'm currently working on. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this on my stool in the meantime. So yeah, so I have this, right, which is gonna help us push the crank pulley off of the crank. So bolts go through here, here, or here and here, and then these screw into the crank, and then this is called the reamer bolt or center pin, whatever you want to call it. It's got a lot of different names for it. And as you rotate this, this pushes in on the crank, and then this is attached to the crank pulley and helps facilitate getting the rest of the crank pulley off of the crank. Because without taking the crank pulley off, you're not getting the crank out of that block. So we got this tool. Like I said, I'm just gonna put this to the side for right now, and I might even get you guys a little bit closer. Hey, thank you guys very much for dropping the likes, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are having a good little Monday. I don't have a whole lot going on. I did just have college classes start back up, so I'm gonna be busy with that again. So I'm trying to get this torn down so I can work on getting parts and other things so we can start rebuilding the 2J, and then hopefully this year we can put this 2J mated to the fully built R154 5-speed transmission I have sitting on my floor back in my Mark III 88 Toyota Super Turbo, because I have missed this car quite a bit and I have not been able to drive it in a long time. So yeah, like I said, that's our goal. So our goal for today is we need to try to get this crank pulley off. I do think the kit that I have will work. Let me go ahead and bust out a fresh can of brake clean for starters, and we're gonna go from there. And I also got this large plastic container, which I'm gonna end up throwing the cylinder head into and spray down and degrease the cylinder head. Last night I took off the main caps, I took out the pistons. I have the pistons back there behind my truck in a box. And real quick, I'm just gonna open up a fresh can of brake clean. So also, let me go ahead and do my intro, because I completely forgot to do my intro. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? JDMJ, and we are currently back working on the 2J. I hope you guys are having a good afternoon, good morning, good day, whatever time of the day it is for you guys. But here is the 2JZ, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull these towels back to reveal the crankshaft. So last night, I was able to get the main caps and their bearings, as well as the rod caps and their bearings and the pistons up and out of the engine. So here, as you can see, I've got the rod caps numbered with the orientation of which they came out of the engine. So I have them all over there on the part cart. And like I said, what we're currently working on is getting the last bits of the engine torn down so I can start working on a parts acquisition and getting the engine back up and running, hopefully not too long from now. So I have a harmonic balancer puller kit that I picked up from O'Reilly. So we got a variety of screws and things. We've got the center pin, center reamer, whatever you want to call it. We got a little cap on the end, and then we've also got our main body of the harmonic balancer puller. So this kit should have us covered. Worst comes to worst, we can dash out to Ace Hardware, get some custom bolts, which I might have to do. However, in the meantime, What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to clean up these bolt holes. I'm pretty sure they're M8 by 1.25, which we do have in this kit, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're gonna just, so I can actually bring you guys a little bit closer so I can show y'all what's going on a little bit better. And let me go ahead and angle my camera down a little bit. All right, so there are 2 holes right here on the good old crankshaft, crank pulley. So these 2 bolt holes I need to clean out, as those are gonna be the most important part for getting the crank pulley off of the engine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a fresh can of brake clean, and I have an assortment of brushes, quite an assortment in fact. This is just a handful. I've got a lot more than this, but these are all brushes that go on a drill or screwdriver and are used for cleaning out the holes. So we're gonna be using those as well as some brake clean to get these bolt holes nice and clean. Trying to eliminate damaging the threads or having any gunk or anything in there. So that's what our current main goal is. And then I've also got a drain pan, which I'm gonna pull out under the under this cart. So we're gonna go ahead and put our drain pan right here. We're probably gonna have some brake clean that wants to drip out. So yeah, that's what I'm working on real quick. So I'm just gonna rotate this. And then the other thing too is I'm gonna hit the back of this crank pulley with brake, not brake clean, I'm sorry, with parts blaster, penetrating oil. And I'm just gonna rotate it while I do so. Get a little drops on the crank journals because we don't want to be dry spinning it. It does have oil already on here, and I will be replacing the main bearing, so it doesn't really matter, but figured I'd at least add some into the mix. Do want to be having some form of lubricant on these parts when you're spinning them and moving them. Like I said, we already do have the main caps off, the rear main seal is off. There we go, that's more like it. Now everything is spinning freely. More parts blaster, get this there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back on the park cart for now. And I'm gonna spray these 2 little holes with some brake clean. Oh. I wasn't anticipating them to go straight through like that. Well, that's great. Nothing quite like a brake clean breeze. Oh, brother. Anyways, so yeah, we got some brake clean in there. Now I'm gonna use one of these little brushes. Let's see, which one will fit the best? Probably this guy here. And then I need my ratcheting screwdriver. Where is that is a good question. Oh, I know where it is. It's on the bench grinder. Just bear with me one second while I grab this ratcheting screwdriver so we can start facilitating, get these bolt holes cleaned. Any crud or anything that might be in there, just want to clear that out. So, got a nice little ratcheting screwdriver, and we've also got a stainless steel bristle brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it inside of these threads, and I might even be able to adjust the camera down a little bit better so you guys can see what I'm working on. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop you guys down a little bit more to right about there. Should be a better shot. Okay. I'm just gonna, yeah, so this fits, so I'm just gonna, yep, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna block the engine a little bit, but it's all right. Oh wow, look at all that nastiness that's coming out of there. Damn. Okay, I'm actually glad I did that. That's a great idea. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing over here. You guys can probably barely see it, but there's a bunch of like little dust and grime that came out of these threads. And then after I do this one last time on this side, I'm going to spray some brake clean through there. And then we can proceed with, yeah, there's a bunch of grime on that. So I'm gonna hit it with brake clean one more time. I'm just brake cleaning these threads out, making sure they're nice and clean. Okay. And then C is 8mm by 1.25 thread pitch. So let's go ahead and use these. Okay, and then I've got G. What are G? G are 6mm by 1.0. Okay, so we're gonna use these. We only really need 2 of these also, so I can go ahead and put the other one back. So I'm actually right-handed, so I gotta slide over to the other side. And just double check to see if these threads match. Oh, brother, they are 8mm by 1.25 thread pitch. Okay, that is good news. That is good news, because originally these did not want to thread in at all. Not like at all, but I didn't want to force the threads and potentially damage them. So these do appear to be 8mm by 1.25 thread pitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out real quick now that we've gotten our threads clean. And we're gonna get our good old harmonic puller ready to set up. Double check, see if you guys are dropping anything in the chat. And what I'm gonna do is, this bad boy is gonna go on here flush for starters. And then I think those bolt holes, yeah, so these bolt holes are gonna line up the best. And then we gotta rotate it that way. Okay, so right about here. I think this thing goes on the other way. Hold on 1 second. All right, and then this also does mention to lubricate the threads. So I am gonna lubricate the threads. There we go. So just lubricate the threads real quick. And now we can go ahead and pop this center screw on here. And I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit more like that. Yeah, I think that's better, right? Maybe just a tiny bit more up. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, right now I am prepping up our reamer and harmonic balancer puller kit, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So my understanding is it gets used like this. And then I'm also going to lubricate these threads with some parts breaker. And I already did hit this with some parts breaker on the rear and front side where the crank pulley kind of like rests. So I'm going to begin threading these in. Thread them in over here. Oh man, I'm glad I dropped it there instead of that pan of brake clean and oil grime. Okay, so like I said, we gotta thread these bad boys in. I think these are 14 mil. So here in a minute, I'm probably gonna grab a ratchet so I can tighten these through at least as much as I can. All right, so I'm gonna let that chill right there for a minute, and let me go ahead and grab my 14 mil ratchet. Just bear with me real quick. I do have to go find and grab it. I can bring my parts material box out, and should have our 14 mil right in here. Okay, so we got our 1/2 inch, and let's see if we got a 14. Okay, my 14 is on the part cart. Let's just double check that it's not a 16. I'm more than convinced that it's a 14, but yeah, it's a 14. Okay. So you put the 16 back in there. Just bear with me real quick while I get the proper one. I mean, I do have a 14 deep socket. Nah, might as well just grab the shallow while I'm at it. Let's see if I have one in this kit that's not elsewhere right now. 14 in this kit is also elsewhere. Okay, cool. All right. Good to know that I lose the 14 like it's a 10. All right, just bear with me, y'all. I gotta find my 14 on the part cart real quick. I know it's in the mix over here. And I see it. That's a 12. That's a 4. That's a 1/2 inch. What the hell? The hell will that get on there? Is this my 14? Nope, that's the 12. It's all right. I gotta pull them out anyways. 12, 12. That's gonna be the 10 that we always lose. Just bear with me, y'all. I gotta find the 14 real quick. Where's the 14 in here? It's not on this side of the cart. It's probably going to be on the other side. Or it could always be on my counter. I think I have a couple of sockets on my counter. Is this the 14 or is this the 1/2 that I was talking about? That's the 1/2 inch. Oh, I think I know where my 14 is. I think it's on the bench grinder cart. Hold on. Huh, 14's not over here either. That's a good question. Where the hell is my 14? Maybe it's on the second level of the part cart. Damn. Must have really lost the 14. Alright, whatever. We'll just use the deep socket for now, not that it really matters. I was gonna try to find the right one though. 14 half-inch, or I'm sorry, not half-inch. This is, what is this? 3/8. Okay, so we got our 3/8. Just gonna go ahead and tighten this down. These are 14, right? No, I'm a dumbass. They're 12s. Ah, that's funny. Lo and behold, I'm looking for the damn 14 the whole time, and I've already got the socket that I need chilling right there. Here's the half, here's the 12. All right, let's see if you guys are saying anything in the chat. Nothing, okay, it's chill. Chill crowd today. Whew, can't complain, man. That means I just get to focus on working. Is it not a 12? Maybe it's something weird like a 13. There's a good chance it could be. Let's put the 14 back in our set. Let's see, is it a 13? Ah, it is a 13. No shit. Okay. All right, so real quick, I'm just gonna tighten these bad boys down. Okay. Okay, so I think that's just about as far as this can go in. I'm just gonna tighten them in as far as they go. Okay, that's good there. And same here. Okay. I don't know, I feel like that's like an 18 or something. So we need an 18, I think. Let's just double check. So let's put our 13 back. And I think it is an 18. If not, it's probably gonna be bigger than that. Let's see. Nope, it's probably either a 19 or a 20 maybe. Let's check 19 and the 20. Let's see, 19. Ah, it is a 19, okay, cool. I can put my 20 back. And then let me just double check that I'm following the instructions on this and doing it proper. Select the correct bolts, screw into the harmonic balancer, attach pulley assembly to the harmonic balancer using a 3/4 or 19mm ratchet wrench or socket and ratchet. Turn the pressure screw until the harmonic balancer is removed. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with this. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten this up. So right now we've gotten the proper screws installed. Let's remove the harmonic balancer. And right now I'm just kind of taking some time. Okay, so now oh baby. Oh baby. She is coming off, brother. Yes. Fuck yes. All right, let me get ready because I don't think there's a whole lot left holding this bad boy on. And we also don't want to drop the key in this pan of fucking grime. So let me block that. Okay. That was a lot easier than I was anticipating it to be. And we didn't have the key drop in our pan of grime, which is also nice. Let's see. All right. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move you guys back a little bit so that I'm in frame of the shot. Come on.